Let the knee go towards the chair. Inhale, come up. Bend the right knee towards the chair. Come on up. Bend the knee towards the chair. So now as you hold onto the chair, here's where you can support your upper body and now get your top of the buttock to go down towards the floor. As the top of the buttock goes down towards the floor, move the knee back. Knee back towards the little toe. And then inhale, come on up. Turn your feet to face forward. If you need to, move the chair over to the second side. Now with the feet wide again, right foot in, left foot all the way out, holding onto the chair. So now just bend the left knee towards the chair. Inhale, come up. Bend the left knee towards the chair. Inhale, come up. Bend the left knee towards the chair. Now as you hold onto the chair, you can use your forearm. So now as your knee is supported on the chair, notice how my shin is straight up and down. The shin is directly perpendicular to the floor. So now I can work on lifting the front of the pelvis up slightly and taking the top of the buttock down. Keeping the knee moving back towards the little toe. So you want to lengthen from the inner groin to the knee. And then inhale, come on up. Turn the feet to face forward. Bring the legs together. Now that you have the hips a little more open, now you can have your blocks. So from Tadasana, lift the chest, top of the buttock down. Now you're going to bend the knees, step or jump the feet apart, going to the right first, left toes in, right leg all the way out. So it looks like you're going to do Utthita Trikonasana, but now you're going to incorporate the bending of the knee. So now as I bend the knee, so imagine that chair is there, right? This shin has to be perpendicular to the floor. The knee goes back, but the buttock has to go down. Now, just like in triangle pose, I'm going to reach over to the right. Take my hand onto either the prop or the floor, whatever it is, behind the knee. So now I can guide the knee back into my forearm, roll the left shoulder back, and now with the left arm, I can take the arm over the head. So now I have to keep the knee over the ankle, knee moving back towards my forearm, and this leg has to remain straight. I have to press through, get that leg to go back into the heel. And to come on out, arm up, triangle pose. Inhale, come on up, relax the arms, feet forward, rest a moment. And now, right leg in, left leg all the way out. Make sure your block is nearby. As you inhale the arms up, top of the buttock down, and on an exhale, bend the left knee. So now you want to make sure that the knee is over the shin, right? Shin's perpendicular. Now you're going to reach over towards the left, take your hand onto the block, and be here. So now the shin still has to remain straight up and down. The knee is going back into the arm. The shoulders rolling slightly forward. Your your right hand is going to roll that shoulder back. And then take your right arm over your ear, palm facing down. So now can you connect the hand to the foot? As I reach through the fingernails, I'm pressing that outer foot down. This knee is moving back into my supported arm here. And to come on out, take the arm up, straighten the leg, just like triangle pose. Press into your feet, lift up, bring the arms down, turn the feet forward, and bring the legs together. Okay. Now for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. You could either use a chair with the seat facing you. Just make sure that your chair is on a sticky mat so it doesn't slide. Okay? So to do Adho Mukha Svanasana with a chair, because of shoulder injuries or back issues, you're going to hold on to the chair here with your thumbs pointing towards the back of the chair. So now watch as I roll my inner arms towards my thumbs. Inner arms are coming forward towards the chair. So now that little crease in my elbow faces more forward. Now as I walk my legs back, I have to make sure my arms don't roll in the opposite direction. Bring your ears in line with your arms as best as you can. Legs straight. So now same thing you did in Prasarita Padasana. The thighs have to lift. You have to lift the front thighs, keep the knees engaged. And breathe. When you're ready to come up, walk towards the chair. Inhale, come on up. If you're on the floor, your fingers are going to point forward. If I show you here, your middle finger can point forward. If this is troublesome on your shoulder, you can turn your palms out to the sides. So you can see from my elbows, if my fingers are here and my elbows are rolling that way, no good. The inner elbows have to roll towards my thumbs. So by turning the hands out, you can see how that alleviates that whole problem. So the wrists are going to be slightly in front of my shoulders. So now that we know the hand position, we're here. Okay? The wrists are going to be slightly in front of the armpit. The knees are underneath the hips. So now, as I keep my inner arms rolling away from me, I'm going to exhale, stretch the legs. So I have to keep rolling the inner arms towards the back of my head, my inner thighs away from me. Knees straight, elbows straight. So now if I let the head go too far in, see how my back rounds? Keep the head neutral, in line with the ears. Sorry, in line with the arms. And then exhale and release. Now when you try it one more time, you're going to bring the legs back. So regardless if you're on the chair or on the floor, the same thing is going to hold true. If you're using the chair and you're here, still arms rolling in. So now what I want you to do is I want you to push into the chair. And as you push into the chair, get your hips to go back more. So you want to lengthen from here all the way back. Get this to go back this way as your arms are going forward. That's the same holds true for if you're on the floor. So whether you're on the floor here, same thing. Inner arms still have to roll toward the back of the ears. The inner thighs have to roll in the opposite direction. But now I'm going to pull up on my arms. And to keep pulling up on my arms, I want to get my hips to go back, back, back. And then here. And now, last but not least, Urdhva Prasarita Padasana, which is upward extended legs. We're going to do this supported by using the wall. So it's sort of similar to Adho Mukha Svanasana in the fact that you're in kind of an L shape. But we're going to use the wall, or if you don't have a wall, you could use the edge of your couch, the back of a chair, a lot of different things. But here's what I'd like to show you. Let's see. I'm going to move you over here for a second. Hopefully you can see. So the idea here is to be very close to the wall. You want to lay on your side in a fetal position with your buttock against the wall on your shoulder. Now when you roll into your back, the buttock is going to be very close to the wall. You can even use your heels against the wall to lift your hips up a little bit and get the top of the buttock to roll towards the wall. So now the hips, there's very little movement here behind the waist, shoulders and head are relaxed. And now let the legs be slightly apart. Roll the inner thighs in without being overdoing it. Let them be loose. Arms out to the side. And let the inner arms roll towards your outer arms. So you want to feel the weight on the ring finger. Let the palms be soft, fingers gently curved, and rest. So as you're here, let the heels just rest on the wall. Let the feet be soft. Let the soles of the feet relax. The skin in between your toes. And let everything from the front of the legs, from the ankle, over the calf, the knee, the thighs, let it all drain down to the front of your hips. Let the back of the legs also go. Soften the back of your knee and let the back of the hamstrings release towards the back hips. Let your abdomen be soft. And when you're ready to come out, you're going to slide your heels down the wall to knees closer to your chest. Or if you're on a couch, you're going to bring your knees in towards your chest and rest your feet somewhere on the edge of the couch. And then reaching your left arm across your chest, you're going to roll over onto your right side, once again in the fetal position. And then using your left hand, you're going to press into the floor. Slowly lift yourself on up. Keep your head down. And then sit in a comfortable seated position. And on an inhalation, lift your chest. And as you exhale, lower the head down towards your heart. And on an inhalation, lift your head and gazing at the floor, slowly open your eyes and lift your gaze to look out. Namaste.